Okay, and repeat this part again.
Okay.
Okay. As we said, yes, said Mr. Kobayashi. Hachiko comes back to the house every night to sleep on the porch. We said the meaning of the word porch is balcony. Okay. Like to show you the meaning.
Balcony means
Okay, balcony. Okay. But in the morning, he walks to the station just like he did with Dr. Ueno. When the last train leaves the station, he returns home. This is what Mr. Kobayashi said to Kentaro. He said, Kentaro said we were both silent. Then I asked, do you think Achiko knows that Dr. Ueno died? Mr. Kobayashi said softly, I don't know, Kentaro. Perhaps he still hopes that Dr. Ueno will return some days, or perhaps he knows Dr. Ueno is dead. But he waits at the station to honor his master's memory. The question here, why was Hachiko waiting at the station after his owner's death? So the answer will be to honor his master's memory. As the years passed and Hachiko got older, he became very stiff. The word stiff, according to the context of Bloom, it means that very weak because of his age. As he said, Hachiko got older and could hardly walk to Shibuya station, but still he went every day. What did the people do for Hachiko? People began collecting money to build a statue of Hachiko at the station. Let's complete listening for the second
Sir, I
part.
have a question.
Yes, what's the question?
Mr. Like the statue is still there. Like if I go to Shibuya station in Tokyo,
Yes,
I'll still find it.
till now, there's a square that's called by the square of Hachiko. You will find the statue there in Japan, okay? Let's listen, please. Sorry, I raised it back from the second.
Mr. Before you
The station.
begin,
Papa, Mama.
Mr.
Yes,
most of the class wants to ask a question.
Yes, what's the question? Sorry.
3 people want to ask.
Okay, yes, my dear. I'm Hussein, yes.
Nothing,
Yes.
Mr. Nothing. I want to tell you something, and then I found.
Okay, please, if you don't have any question, please lower your hand to avoid interrupting me, please, okay? Lower your hand.
If you have a question,
Who?
Mr. What is the meaning of barely?
Barely means hardly. Hardly, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ahmed Musamman has a question.
Okay, please, I said lower your hand if you don't have any questions. Yes, Ahmed.
Mister, can you
Yes.
go back?
For what?
I want to underline.
Okay, I can show it after we finish explanation, Ahmed, because we waste too much time, okay?
Okay.
Yes, sorry, Ahmed, please, okay? After we finish this part, I can go back for the previous one. Papa, Mama, and I all gave money. Let's listen for this part, please.
The station. Papa, Mama, and I all gave money, and we were very happy when the statue was placed next to the spot where Hachiko had waited for so many years. One chilly morning, I woke to the sound of Mama crying. "What's wrong?" I asked as I stumbled into the kitchen. Papa sat silently at the table, and Mama turned her tear-stained face to me. "Hachiko died last night at Shibuya Station," she choked, still waiting for Dr. Ueno. I was 17 and too big to cry, but I went into the other room and did not come out for a long time. Later that day, we all went to the station. To our great surprise, Hachiko's spot near the newspaper stand was covered in flowers placed there by his many friends.
So my question here, how old was Kentaro when Dr. Ueno died?
Mr. You're lagging. Hey, Mr.
Yes, my name is you. How old? Can you hear me now? Yes, can you hear me now?
Mr. You're very lagging. You're lagging so bad. You are talking. We can't hear anything.
Okay, my dear, let me solve this problem. Okay. Okay, now you can hear me well? Can you hear me? Yes, Maria. Can you hear me?
No, still 4 minutes.
Mister, you're muted.
Yes,
Yeah,
Maria.
let's
Sorry
explain,
for
let's
this problem. I have problem in the
Mister,
internet.
Mr. Ibrahim.
Mr. Hamada,
Zaidan joined.
Okay, Mr. Ibrahim.
Mr. Ibrahim is the host.
Ibrahim has Mr.
Please,
Ibrahim,
Mr. Ibrahim,
unmute
give
yourself.
Mr. Ibrahim, give me the last piece.
There is still 4 minutes.
Mr. Ibrahim,
Yes, you give it.
thanks so much,
Yes,
Mr. Ibrahim.
yes. There is only 4 minutes, Mr. Ibrahim.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, mister.
Okay, please, just be quiet. Okay, and show you the meaning of this vocabulary quickly together. As the word stump means trapped. Okay, can you write the meaning?
Yes, I finished.
Yes. For the word tear stain means wet with tears. Wet with tears.
Done.
For
Hachiko.
chopped,
Hachiko.
had a leg with
Hachiko.
Ahmed.
Oh.
Ahmed, what? Chopped, had a lack of air or couldn't, can choose the meaning for all. Had a lack of air or couldn't breathe. Okay. This is when Kintar's mama knows that Hachiko died. Okay. My question that I asked before the internet stopped.
What's the meaning of stumble?
Stumbled, trapped into the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay.
لا.
The question that I'd like to ask here, Ahmed Musanna. Okay, the question that I'd like to ask here, how old was Kentaro when Dr. Owen died? You can highlight for this point. Sorry, you can highlight, but that he was 17 years old. Okay, 17 years old. Kentaro was 17 years old when Dr. Ueno died. Okay, and the next page. We have only 2 minutes. Okay, listen carefully. If you don't have time, we can commit tomorrow. Don't worry, okay? Tomorrow we have 2 sessions for literature. Just listen, please.
Old Mr. Kobayashi was there. He shuffled over to me and put a hand on my shoulder. Hachiko didn't come back to the house last night, he said quietly. I walked to the station and found him. I think his spirit is with Dr. Ueno's, don't you? Yes, I whispered.
The last part.
The big bronze statue of Hachiko is a very famous meeting place. Shibuya Station is enormous now, and hundreds of thousands of people travel through it every day. People always say to each other, let's meet at Hachiko. Today, Hachiko is a place where friends and family long separated come together again.
Okay, that's all for the story. That is now, and for the big bronze statue of Hachiko is a very famous meeting place in Shibuya train station. Okay. Suppose that we finish our story for the story, but we have some question, and I think that our session finished. Okay. So I read them quickly. What did the people do after Hachiko's death? They began collecting money to build a statue of Hachiko at the station. How old was Kentaro? As we said, he was 17 years old. And what about the theme of the story? What is the theme of the story? Dogs are loyal or loyalty. Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, I give you the host now. Mr. Ibrahim, sorry. Mr. Ibrahim Hassan. Okay, you are the host now, Mr. Ibrahim. Sorry.
Okay, Mr. Hamada. Thank you so much, Mr. Hamada. يلا شباب, please, all of you,